This video is on healing your inner parts and your inner selves. And although I can't convey everything I know to you about it, I really want to give you the most important things to know about this. And first of all, that it's okay to have them. Everybody's got parts or inner selves. People that haven't been through very much at all might think, do I want a hamburger or do I want a salad for lunch today? I know I'm on that diet, but God, that hamburger smells good. Those are different parts of themselves, wanting different things for different reasons with different criteria. So people with a lot that have gone on for them in the past have even more deeper kinds of stuff like that. But it's pretty much the same principle, okay? So it's really completely normal to have different parts and layers, even different voices. Although sometimes, of course, the voices can be much more extreme and sometimes quite mean. Okay, so that's one thing about it. When you're working with it, for instance with EFT, this may be a strange sort of thing, right? But it's so important to know. If it happened more than 2 years ago, actually, it didn't happen to you. Let me explain. Your body renews itself constantly. Your eyes renew every 2 days, which I still find totally amazing. Your blood takes about 130 or 180 days to completely renew a whole new set of blood, 180 days. Amazing. 6 weeks for your stomach to completely renew itself. You are new. You are never more than 2 and a bit years old. Amazing, right? There is not a molecule in your body that is present now that was present when that stuff happened when you were younger. Not a single molecule. The person it happened to is that younger person. That's who you got to talk to. So when I do my client work, we go, okay, what age do we need to go to that's the most important to resolve this particular issue in the present? Or a memory would come up from them when the person was 8 or 5 or whatever. Okay, we go to the 8 or 5 or whatever year old. That's who we go to. And sometimes when you go to an inner self or part, they don't want to know. They're in a silent scream or in a loud scream, or they're so distressed they're just kind of running around, or they just don't trust you. And that's okay. So you tap on the side of your hand in the EFT video, which you've already got, and you say something along the lines of, you're recognizing what's happening. You say who you are, that you're an older version of them, and you're here to help them. And you're really sorry that it's taken you so long to get to them because you know they're in so much pain. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And you talk about what they're doing at the moment. Just keep tapping. You might want to tap around the points as well if you keep talking with them. That's what I do in a session. And you say things like, I hear you screaming. I'm so sorry no one's been able to witness your pain before. I'm here. I witness. I hear you screaming. I hear you. I'm so sorry. And just keep saying that for a while, a few minutes. And then pause and check in. How are you now, dear child? And see what's different. See what talks back to you. See who talks back to you. Sometimes you come across inner selves and they present in ways that are really hard to connect to because they could be dead, so they present as corpses. I've had children present as bloody bags and pieces. I've had children laid out on stones. I've had children present after what a body would look like after days of having been drowned. Really kind of grim stuff. They're presenting their pain. The cool thing is that when you're tapping, you watch them come alive again. You watch them knit together. And you just say, you just call it what you see. So if someone's presented as having drowned, it's like, I see you in the age of what you see. I see that you're blue and that you think of yourself as dead, and I'm here, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you, and I'm here for you now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through all this. I'm sorry you went through all that. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. I'm here now. I'm sorry. I see you. I see you. I'm sorry. And just keep saying it. In a few minutes, the color will change. When things start to change from that place, because when they first present, if they're totally screaming or they're dead, they can't communicate. So when they start to either come alive or calm down, in these extreme states of either deadness or hyperactivity, when they come more to just kind of being there, you can start asking them, dear child, always keep tapping, What do you want or need right now? And just listen for what's conveyed. Sometimes they don't use words. Most often they'll ask for something like to be safe or to be dead. Sometimes, quite a lot, they'll ask to be dead. And if they're asking for something like to be dead or to kill themselves or to kill you, you say something like, okay, I hear you want to die. Die for what purpose? And they'll say to escape. And again you say, escape for what purpose? And eventually it'll be something positive. You just have to keep on asking. Accept, keep tapping, keep asking. And ask in this really accepting, compassionate way. Now sometimes inner selves won't talk to you at all. They'll be there, but they'll be like kind of grumpy and staring at you. And just won't answer any of your questions. Those are going to be two types of parts. One is gatekeepers. Those are the ones that are protecting all of the other inner selves. You have to get them on your side. You work with them first like they're any other part, and you let them know how proud you are of them for doing their job so well. Well, that's the other thing. When you're working on inner selves, always thank them and acknowledge them. Thank you for holding this pain for so long. I'm so sorry it happened. Thank you for holding on to this pain. I'm so sorry that you've been stuck with this burden for so long. Always add an acknowledgement and thank yous. And thank yous are really important. Yeah. I was just thinking, if I help someone move a lot of furniture, I'd want to thank you at the end of the day. These inner selves have been holding up so much that's so heavy, it's practically inhumane. Well, it is inhumane. It's inhumanly strong. They deserve a thank you. Okay. So, gatekeepers. I remembered. Work with gatekeepers like you would any other inner part. They're going to want something, but they're also aware of their responsibilities. And if this is a child, begin to talk with them just about how much responsibility is on them. Just acknowledge and accept and thank them. And you might ask them, let's say you've got a gatekeeper who's 8 years old and you're trying to heal a 3-year-old part that they're kind of protecting behind. So, okay, well, how about I tell you what to say to the 3-year-old while we do this tapping stuff, okay? So you get them on board as part of the team. And that way they know. You can try it out for yourself first. Let's try it out with you first and see what it's like for you. Or they may have their own particular traumatic memory to work through first. Okay? So that was the major stuff. There's other things. Let me think a second. Okay, coming to there. Ah, yes, when they don't want to talk to you. The second kind, the second type. Whoops, excuse me. Okay, so the second type of not wanting to talk to you, they simply don't trust you. And frankly, why should they? Okay? So you've got to earn their trust. And you've got to earn their trust at the pace it takes for them. And that's perfectly okay. You know how many times you see it just generally around? You see people going, oh, why don't you kiss this person or give them a hug? And the child's like, and they get pushed to kiss or hug or whatever. Completely inappropriate and disrespectful of the child's boundaries. That child who doesn't trust you, same thing. Why should they trust you? At their own pace, on their own time. When they're ready, they'll talk to you. In the meanwhile, do what it takes to earn their trust. So, there's just remembering as well, there was one time, it took me 3 sessions just talking to this one inner child to be able to earn their trust enough to be able to work on the traumatic memory. So really, it can take a while, all right? So again, I use the hand points in session mainly because I'm on the phone, and but you can use your head and torso and as well as hand points as well. I just find it easier to do it this way. So you say what you see. I see you there in your pajamas or whatever, or I feel you there, or I know you're there, or I sense you're there. You don't have to see. It could be any sensation whatsoever. It's whatever it is for you. It could be audio again, anything at all. I see you here, I hear you here, I know you there, whatever it is for you. And I get you don't trust me, and you know what? I respect that. I really do. Why should you trust me? Just because I say I am who I am? I'm okay with earning your trust. And what I'm hoping is that being really okay with earning your trust and demonstrating that over and over and over again will allow you any time now to begin to wonder and consider, I wonder if this one really is trustworthy. Maybe this one is different. Maybe this one is who she says she is, or he says she is. And just keep tapping like that. And like with the others, you say, I'm so sorry that you've had to go through this for so long. And I'm so grateful to you just for continuing. I'm so grateful to you because you've worked really hard. It takes a lot of energy to be on your own and isolated like this. And it takes a lot of energy to mistrust. And I really respect how much effort this is taking for you. Thank you just for being you. That's something they don't hear very often. Thank you just for being you. Exactly as you are. Just keep going. And allow yourself to have silences where you just keep tapping, maintaining that heart connection. Eventually, they'll start talking, or they'll start conveying, or they'll start showing. And if you keep on working on it, eventually, their colors will come to something robust. They'll be knitting together. They'll laugh, they'll play, they'll skip off. Sometimes they'll have other inner selves around and they'll all go off and dance together. Eventually, it does happen. In fact, one thing I can tell you, not only is it possible to happen, but if you keep doing this work, it happens every time. Every time. Okay, bye for now.